Have you always wanted to learn how to crochet, but didn't know where to begin? Well, you're in the right place. Welcome to the Crochet Academy, and by the end of this lesson, you'll learn how to make your very first slip knot, which is the absolute beginning of every crochet project. That way you guys can learn how to make crochet projects like these. Hi, I'm Giselle, and welcome to Whole Lotta Fun Crochet Academy Edition. This academy is designed to teach one skill at a time. That way anyone can learn how to crochet. As you can see here, we're going to start with skill number 1, which is how to make a slip knot. And all you're going to need for this video is yarn. Use whatever yarn you have, and then a crochet hook. Now, let's jump into the lesson. So first, I just wanted to show y'all my hook again. Again, I'm using a 4.5 millimeter crochet hook. And then for the yarn, I'm using a light colored acrylic yarn. The reason why it's preferable to start with a light colored yarn if you're new to crochet is because it's going to be easier to see your knots / your stitches as you're learning how to crochet. But by all means, don't jump into the car to Walmart, Hobby Lobby, or Michael's right now. Just use what you have. But if you're absolutely starting from scratch, that's why I recommend using a light color to start with. So first, I'm going to show you at normal speed how I do a slip knot. So first, I just make a loop, then I put my fingers through that loop and pull up, and then I have a slip knot. Now, no worries, I'm going to go a lot slower next time, and I'm actually going to show you 2 different ways. So if this first way doesn't work for you, no worries, just wait for the next one. So the way I do it is first, you're going to identify where your tail is. Now the tail is going to be the part that's closest to the end of your yarn. So this right here is the tail, and I'm gonna leave myself a little bit of a tail, and I'm gonna use that word a lot. So whenever you're making your slip knot, you don't want to start all the way down here because then it can very easily slide out. So I'm gonna give myself probably 3 to 4 inches or so. And the next, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make a loop. Okay, so see how it's crossing over like that? Okay, next, and this is why we want to leave a decent sized tail. Where my tail is, I'm going to use my fingers to pull it through. And then I'm going to pull on my yarn that's closest to my ball of yarn. So again, here's your tail. You're not going to pull on that part. You're going to pull on the yarn that's closest to your ball of yarn. And I'm just going to pull on that. And then that's how you have a slip knot. So I'll do that one more time a little faster. So again, we're gonna do that again. You're gonna make a loop. See my loop? You're going to use your fingers to pull another loop through your first loop, and then you have your slip knot. Okay, I'm gonna show you one more way. This one's definitely more beginner friendly. I'm gonna show you the bunny loop. So here's a bunny loop closest to my tail, bunny loop closest to my ball of yarn. I'm going to stick the bunny loop closest to my ball of yarn through the bunny loop that's closest to the tail, put my hook in, and slowly pull. And I'm going to pull it just tight enough to where my crochet hook stays on there, but not too tight where it has trouble slipping, okay? Take your time, and if you have another way to make a slip knot, by all means do that. Again, the first way I showed you is just the quickest way for me, but do whatever works for you. Next, I'm going to show you some mistakes to look out for. So say if you're making your slip knot and you have it and you're wanting to tighten it and you're pulling and pulling, but it's just not tightening the way you want to. So see how I'm pulling on the string that's closest to my ball of yarn and it's not tightening the way I want to? That's because I'm pulling on the wrong string. So that's why you want to gently pull on both, because if you just pull on one, it's just going to tighten the knot, and then you're not going to be able to have a good slip knot. So let me undo that. Let me redo my slip knot. Okay. Oops. Okay, so again, say if I want to tighten it, I'm going to gently pull on both ends. That way it tightens on my hook the way I want it to, instead of just tightening the knot. So say if you did make it too tight, so I'm just pulling on one string instead of both. And what that's going to do is tighten this. So if I have it too tight, the easiest way to fix this is either to cut it off and try again, or to pull on both ends. Sometimes you can undo it that way, other times you have it too tight to where you just need to cut it off. Another common mistake on your slip knot is if you have it too loose like this. All you're going to do, again, is pull on both sides. So you pull on both sides, and then that's gonna make both your knot a little snug and the loop on your crochet hook more snug. Because again, you're gonna want your slip knot to where it can slide back and forth like this, but not too loose to where it slides out too easily. And you're also not gonna want it too tight to where you can't pull your yarn through your slip knot easily. See? So you wanna find a happy medium. And see, this is an example where I made my slip knot too tight. So what we have to do is just cut it off, and then we do it again. Now, what I would recommend is go ahead and practice making 5 slip knots on your yarn. You can do it all on one piece of string like I'm doing, or if you just want to do one, undo it, redo it again. By all means, do whatever you want. But I do recommend practicing a few times before we get started on to the next lesson. Because remember, we're working on learning the fundamentals of crochet first. Because if you can understand this first lesson, then that's going to make the second lesson easier. And if you understand the second lesson even easier, that's going to help you with the third, and so on and so forth. And by the end of this module, I guarantee that you're going to be ready to make your first crochet project. And not only will you know what you're doing, but I bet you're also going to have fun making it. So go ahead and practice this as many times as you feel necessary, but I recommend at least 5 times. Once you feel like you have this skill down, go ahead and go on to the next lesson. Congratulations, you have finished lesson 1 of the Whole Lotta Fun Crochet Academy. Up next, we have lesson 2, which is how to hold your hook and your yarn at the same time. Until next time, keep crocheting, don't be afraid to make mistakes, and don't forget to have a whole lot of fun while doing it. I'll see y'all in the next video.